win.
He is the confluence of a family's love and a town's pride, where proper form, good genes, and a basketball court have merged to create a star. At 190 pounds or so dripping wet, Richard Hamilton isn't going to run through anybody. He prefers to turn the game into a track meet, daring anyone to keep up with him over 48 minutes. Who's as well conditioned as you are in the league?
I don't think anybody is.
Yeah.
I think I'm the most conditioned athlete, in the NBA. I really take pride on treating my body like an investment, taking care of it, working out in the off season. So when I get out there, my body don't break down.
Hamilton's game seems to belong in a different era. He doesn't dunk with flair or cross anyone over, but he's relentless when it comes to running, just like one of the NBA's all-time greats.
Every time I play in Boston, the announcer always comes up to me and says, "Man, Rip, you remind me so much of John Havlicek." When I got to, when I was working out in Detroit, one of the assistant coaches, they came with Flip, said, "Yo, you remind me so much of John Havlicek." And it's great because he's a legend at this game.
Hamilton's conditioning program has been the same since he was a teenager. In the morning, he runs 2.5 miles. In the afternoon, he drills himself to exhaustion.
Woo! I tell people, if I ever get tired, the guy that's guarding me is exhausted. That's how I feel in the back of my mind. I know when I keep running, and I keep running, and I keep running, and I get tired, I know that person's guarding me. I know for sure he's exhausted.
It was Hamilton's longtime coach, Ricky Hicks, who changed his game at Coatesville High School in Pennsylvania. When Hamilton was in the 9th grade, like most kids, he loved fancy dribbling and no-look passing.
He told me that all the dribbling I was doing, you ain't doing nothing but tiring yourself out. He said you got to learn how to move without the ball, try to get to a spot and things like that. And, it makes the game a lot more easier.
All right, so you do this every day?
Every day.
Without fail?
Every day.
365 days a year?
Every day. Every day. After the season, I take about 3 weeks off, let my body heal, let my body recover and things like that. But as soon as that's over, run a mile. If I'm not running by myself, I'm running with my dogs.
But it was Hamilton's father, known to one and all as Rip Sr., that gave him the gift of a streamlined body and the insistence on fueling it properly.
See that core? See that core? See that?
Couldn't wait to put that on.
I had an uncle, right? He used to read Prevention magazine. He was my dad. He was the oldest. He was the oldest person in my dad's family. He's like almost 80. He's like 89 years old. He still drives.
Tell him how you want to live to 110 years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna live.
Nobody want to live to 110 years old, man. But hell, you only got to want to live to 110.
That's my goal. I'm gonna do it too.
My father was big on eating grapes and pineapples and all types of fruit before hoop it up games. Had me drinking V8 for breakfast. Never understood it. I'd be like, man, I ain't drinking that. He'd be like, nah, you ain't getting up the table until you finish it.
Rip Hamilton has been running just about his entire life. First, he ran away, and in doing so became a superstar in college, winning a national championship and an NBA title with the Pistons. But every summer, he runs back, trying to help his hometown, one that's making the transformation from steel mill to a city dealing with 21st century issues and economics.
This is home. I tell every time I get in front of the camera, it's Coatesville. This is the place that raised me. This is the place where I feel as though that everybody here in this town gave me a chance to succeed.
Hey, Rip.
What's up, man? Yo, man, you are everywhere, man. Some people can't go home. Some people can't, come home for a whole lot of different reasons. Some people can't just walk down the street because people ain't used to seeing them. And now they acting crazy and everything like that. But I come home so much, it's like, oh, that's just Rip. Man. That's how I love to be.